Did I shave or did I not shave? That is the question. Well, I threw my name in the hat. I'm a man of my word and a bet is a bet. So, I did shave my head. Fully shave my head. So, and on top of that, it's 40 degrees outside, but I'm not gonna complain. That's cold to me being a Texan. But, I'm not gonna complain. I have fun, doing this bet. I have fun. Actually, had a lot of fun this weekend with the Miguel Cotto Manny Pacquiao matchup. But anyway, boxing fans, welcome to the distance. I'm Julian Williams. I'm going to give my thoughts on Manny Pacquiao versus Miguel Cotto. This was a historic matchup. This is going to lead into to more than likely the biggest matchup in history. They talk about matchups like Leonard Hagler, Leonard Hearns, Hagler Hearns, Ali Foreman, Ali Frazier, you know, Lewis Schmeling, matchups like that, matchups, in the annals of history that were big at their time. And this matchup is going to be up there. Trust me. This matchup is going to be above that platform of what these past fighters have set. This is going to be the biggest matchup in history. Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. This was the setup for this matchup. And on to the matchup. Manny Pacquiao, I gotta admit, was dominant. This had to be one of his best performances of his career. Manny Pacquiao was officially a welterweight. You know, I'm still, I've always been a fan of Manny Pacquiao, but I thought Miguel Cotto would pull it off because he was a stronger fighter, and I just thought he was a little smarter. I thought he was a little smarter. I thought he's been in the ring with the stronger opponents. So I thought that he could have taken what Pacquiao was going to deliver, and Pacquiao delivered more than I thought he would. Pacquiao looked great in this matchup. I had the first round 10-10. I had I had Cotto win in the second round until he got knocked down. The knockdown made it a 10-8. Other than that, it was another 10-8 in the fourth round. Another round I thought Cotto was winning. And, but other than that, I had Pacquiao sweep in the matchup. I had Cotto win like the 11th round, 10th or 11th round. I had it late. I don't have my scorecard on me, but I didn't have Cotto winning like I had Cotto probably winning one round, but Pacquiao looked good. He was the ring general, the whole matchup. He moved around, he threw flurries, moved around, threw more flurries, and you would think that Cotto was gonna catch on to that or adapt to that. He looked very strong with his jab in the beginning of the matchup, and it was working for him. The first jab he threw that landed went through Pacquiao's guard and snapped his head back. So you would think that Miguel Cotto would just patiently work behind that jab, and set it up, but it didn't happen. Pacquiao was just too much. He overwhelmed him with his speed. Cotto took steps back, but Dragon, JR, and Beeb, they saw it coming. My co-host of the 12th and final round, Chris Carlson, Rope It Up Radio, he saw it. Just about everybody saw it. But everything was going. For this fight it was like 50-50 anyway, because a lot of people like myself, Big Ragu, Eric Johnston, and even Ashy Knuckles, all of us were saying Cotto. So there was a big divide among the YouTube box community on who would win. The boxing historian, and Marty, they were talking about. Well, actually, it was Marty did the, head shaving thing, which had me shave my head and stuff. And Borges did as well, and Big Rick, who had to shave his beard, which is fun, which is fun among the box community, which is a good safe bet, but anyway, this was a very historic weekend. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the 12th and final round, the pre-fight and the post-fight show. We had a good turnout. Glad to see everyone in. And I'm sorry about the live feed going out. It went out, in the last 30 minutes of the show. So I'm sorry about that. I guess Block Talk Radio was having some technical problems or something, but anyway, it was a great weekend. It was a great showing for Manny Pacquiao. I've always been a fan of Pacquiao, and let's hope Mayweather Pacquiao happens March or April 2010 in Cowboy Stadium, right down the road from me. I hope it happens. Jerry Jones is talking about getting this all in the newspaper, all in the news. You know, and me and Dragon and Jr. we were talking about it yesterday, and maybe there should be a bid for it, a bid for who gets the match, because this is going to be the biggest matchup in history. Two of my favorite boxers right now facing each other one on one. You got the number one pound for pound fighter in the world at the moment, but you have the other number one pound for pound fighter, who never lost his title of pound for pound best. So now, two of these fighters are coming together, and they're fighting each other, which is going to be historical. Two number one pound for pound fighters in the world taking on each other. That's something that would take years to happen. That would take, and it might be something that may never happen again. And on top of that, you got fighters like, I think Shane Mosley's like 3 or 4, because Hopkins is out of the listing of the top pound for pound, and he could take on one of these guys, and it's just going to be very historic. And I think Shane Mosley will be out of it as well, because usually with these pound for pound rankings, you have to fight. It's like if you don't fight for like a year, then they drop you out, but it's still good. It's still, the winner or loser could fight Shane. It's still a big money attraction. It brings a lot of intrigue. Floyd's already calling Manny Pacquiao a one-dimensional fighter. And people on blogs and forums are saying Pacquiao is afraid of Mayweather, which he's not, because he did the Ask My Promoter thing, or he left in the hands of his promoter. But this is going to be a huge event. It's going to bring the Floyd fans and the Pacquiao fans, coming together now, or coming against each other, and it will settle, like what Eric Johnson said yesterday, it will settle the thing between Pac fans and Floyd fans. And me, I'm a fan of both fighters. I'm a fan of Pacquiao. I'm a fan of Floyd. And these two fighters, along with Miguel Cotto, even though he lost, are my favorite fighters, and they're all coming together and they're fighting each other. And I'm glad to see that. But it was a historical event this weekend. Thanks to everybody who called in the 12th and final round. We are doing it again this weekend for Kessler Ward. Big matchup for the Super 6. So be sure to check us out on Saturday. But anyway, that's my thoughts on Pacquiao versus Cotto and the upcoming pending matchup between Pacquiao and Mayweather. But anyway, I'm just gonna leave this question for the boxing fans. Just answer on my page or just comment on the video. Who do you guys have, Money or Manny? Anyway, that was the distance. Peace.